Welcome back to Wall Street Confidential. When Fannie Mae loses $2.2 billion in one quarter, which stocks stand to gain?
Right. Other than Fannie Mae on a short squeeze,
right.
let me explain the way big money works. There's two kinds of funds. There's value funds, okay, and there's growth funds. I'm not including hedge funds for this moment. I'll go into them in a second. The value guys are drawn to Fannie Mae because they recognize that 2010 is probably going to be a good year because all of Fannie Mae's competition's getting rid of it. Now, the growth guys don't care. They don't look at it like that. They want to know who has earnings momentum. They want to know what's earnings momentum now. And who doesn't have credit risk, because these guys aren't very good at analyzing credit risk. They want hot. They want a horse, okay? One horse is I'll compare Fannie Mae is like a Belmont. It's a mile and a quarter, very long race, okay, a couple miles. Let's say it's a 3-mile race. This is a shortened track, is a MasterCard and the Kentucky Derby. What I see happening in MasterCard is the people who have to have some weighting in financials are desperate because you got 11% of the S&P in financials. You can't have no financials because then you're making a really most of these guys want to mirror the S&P as much as they can. They just want to pick the best in a sector. So not the value guys, the growth guys. The value guys are all drawn to the sector because it's cheap on historical. So you say, okay, well, where can I get great growth from the financials without any credit risk? And that's MasterCard and Visa. MasterCard and Visa are the beautiful twins of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. It's like these two companies, MasterCard and Visa, were set up by the growth guys, and Fannie and Freddie were set up by the value guys. And there is an unlimited amount of firepower for both groups. And the growth guys are just glomming on every share they can of MasterCard and Visa. There's not a lot of stock. These do not have big float. Visa's got a giant lockup. MasterCard's not a big company in terms of float. So what you have to recognize is that flow of funds is determining prices. Now, you throw in the fact that the hedge funds are short MasterCard. Valuation, I don't know. They believe that maybe it's linked to consumer spending. It's not. It's linked to the number of charges that occur, and there's lots of little charges that pay just like big charges, and more importantly, to the out of paper into plastic worldwide. Visa's the same way. So the shorts may be there for those, and the shorts are obviously there for Fannie Mae, and they didn't get the cover. But MasterCard is the non-credit loss growth way to play 11% of the S&P, and these guys do not care about valuation, so they're just going to buy it.
It's like when we see Apple rally on disappointment in technology.
Apple is the only tech stock with growth. So we have one of those really weird moments where there's one tech stock and two, Research in Motion is almost Apple, and two growth plays. MasterCard first. MasterCard is more cheaper than Visa, and then Visa, and the money just funnels. It funnels.
All right. Thanks so much, Jim Cramer. A winning strategy on the follow-up.
Yeah, we've been right. We've been dead right on these. Dead right on these on MasterCard and Apple, and I claim those.
All right. This is Wall Street Confidential. Don't go away.